I don't know how long I can be on. It's kind of raining right now, and I'm only on a $1,300 laptop.
Oh,
You making them sounds for Pornhub yet?
yeah, I'm starting to cut my demo tapes for them now.
They should be able to pay you like $50 a pop.
That's just give me 10% royalties.
Yeah, you'll make more that way. I made enough money this week. Wife wanted ice cream. I let her go get it.
Oh, that's a mistake.
Yeah.
We're not live yet, are we?
Yeah.
Oh, we are live.
Mm-hmm.
No, nah, Steve. What? This is no joke. What I'm going through right now.
I bet. You gotta you gotta tell your old lady no once in a while.
I know, but most times it's just easier to keep the peace.
Yeah, you keep the peace and pop some pain pills.
Well, you know, a buddy of mine brought me over these gummies.
Yeah.
He brought me 10 of them. Yeah, those lasted about a day and a half.
Right. Do they do much?
Yeah, made me forget about the pain for a little bit. Maybe take the edge off it.
Huh. Everybody speaks highly of them. I've had a couple a long time ago. Somebody gave me some. Dude, that didn't phase me none. So I don't know if they were regular gummy bears or. Yeah.
Nothing though like those 3 days in the hospital running on that morphine drip.
Right. So I was fighting with unemployment.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we need this, we need that, we need to verify your identity. Why you need to verify my identity? I claimed unemployment back in 2020 when they shut down the whole world. So
Oh,
I
do you
had
hear what? Do you hear what happened to Washington State with their unemployment stuff during all the pandemic crap?
probably the same thing that happened to us that crashed.
No, they got scammed over $1 billion from scammers out of Nigeria.
No doubt.
Yeah,
Wow.
they pretty much kept that off the national news.
I was wondering why they're going through all this crap now. They updated their website and everything. And then we ain't even got to fighting with the employer yet. Because
No.
that's going down.
Yeah.
I got two ATVs in the garage for Monday.
Why don't you come over and put my side by side back together?
I'd run out of money before I got there. I'd run out of money. Let me try and see the comments. What's up, my 950 Chevy? Is
Oh,
this, is this somebody we don't know or somebody that changed their name like they all do to us?
I have no idea.
I don't either. Don't ring a bell to me, but thanks for stopping in. I don't know if this live would be boring or not. I don't plan on doing anything. I just wanted to do something.
He just wanted to hear my sexy voice grunts.
I wanted to hear you moaning again.
So that way, when you're watching Pornhub, you can say, "Hey, I know the guy's doing the voiceover for this."
Yeah, I know that voiceover guy. You're doing them for that game that they got going on now.
What's that?
I don't know, they got some kind of game that you can download.
Come
I seen an
on, you stupid
advertisement
dog.
for it. Huh?
I was telling the stupid dog to come on inside.
Oh, I don't know if I'm going riding tomorrow. I kind of want to relax.
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just hobbling.
Right? Well, there's Ron waiting to get in.
He's always waiting to get in.
How long you been down there? We weren't paying attention.
Who, me?
Mm-hmm.
I just got on. I
Oh,
was
Oh,
I was putting the washing machine in. It took me a little longer than I expected.
did you ever find out if there was any difference in clutch settings from 21 to 22? Um,
Of what?
by settings, on which machine, bud? CF Moto does make minor changes, but if you're asking for the 600, no, they're the same. I was told that they were different, but no, they are the same.
Shut up.
The old lady's home.
No, that was my stupid little dog.
Hmm.
He hates everybody, including her.
Right.
The only people that dog likes is babies. You bring a baby around that dog, you can't go near that baby. That dog hates everyone else.
Where you going, to the garage?
Yeah, I had to put my tools up.
I made it as far as the couch.
Yeah. See my wonderful dirty garage?
Right.
I get a. It's amazing how much work I get done in here, huh?
Right.
My busted machine.
Well, you'd quit driving it like it wasn't yours.
That's the point, isn't it?
No.
You know, I think where I broke the, like I said, I think it was cracked before because it was seeping. But when I broke it this final time, when it totally destroyed the shaft, I do believe I know where it happened.
Pavement
That's
launch.
where I told you we almost tipped it, where the two trails adjoined.
Yeah.
I hit that pretty hard to not tip. And
Right.
I'll bet you that's what jammed my shaft up in there. And cracked.
You said shaft.
Yeah, I
Oh,
know.
he's talking about a 600. Yeah, they're the same. So I do got a clutch kit for that. If you PM me on Facebook, I can get you hooked
Well,
up.
sometimes it depends on what country you're in too. Some of them use different belts. Some of them use different stuff. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
because you got the Mitsubishi belt, then you've got the junk Chinese belt.
Well, I don't mess. I try not to mess with any of the guys that have like the X6 or the odd named ones because they're slightly different than ours.
Yeah.
And from what I was told by a guy that messes with performance stuff, the machines over there in the mother countries put down more horsepower than ours.
Yeah, because they're not restricted by emissions like we are.
Right.
Yeah, they just can't go over 35 or 40 miles an hour.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's
Well,
like having
stricter on that up there.
that's like having a stage 3 kit put in.
Yeah, when you get kit for mud riding, you lose your top speed. Unless
Oh,
you like Ron and you spend $1 billion on trying to get half and half.
Oh no, I didn't get half and half. I got all of all. Thank you.
Oh,
I can. Even when I had the setup, when I did the 0 to 60 in 10 seconds, I could still run 70, and I could still hit any mud hole I wanted.
so how many more axles you gonna break? What's up, Brian Oswald?
Oh, I'm not going to break any more axles. I'm just going to set it up one last time, then I'm done. I'm just going to take it back to
Hey, Larry.
oh,
Yeah.
Larry, how many times did we hear him say that?
Counting today,
Yeah.
I lost count because it's too many damn times.
nah, I'm done.
Yeah, I'm just putting it back. I'm putting it back. I'm done. I'm done. The
Well,
next week it's like I did this, I did that. The next week it's I'm done. I'm done. The next week is I broke an axle.
well, breaking the axle just kind of happens, but
Uh-huh.
no,
So
I'm
I
going to
guess
set
I should
it up this final time because I kind of liked it where I had it when we were at St. Joe State Park. So
right.
I really liked it where I had it, and I'm just going to put it back to that.
So I
But
guess
I
I should
did it a different way. But
clear the air since I confused some people on my post on Facebook about my axle warranty. So I wasn't even gonna take it in, but a bunch of people messaged me, they commented. They're like, try it, take it in and try it. Take it in and try it. I'd like to see the outcome. So we were taking the wife's trail in anyway because I think it needs an ECU. So, and it's under warranty. So I called them. I said, can I bring this in and let you guys look at it? Yeah. So I took it in. They took a picture. They got back to me this morning or something. And CF Moto denied the claim because of the tires. So I called CF Moto. I let them know who I was. I told them I was Redneck Garage. And the guy said, listen, he goes, I'd really like to help you. He knew who I was. He's like, I'd really like to see CF Moto help you. So call your dealer and tell him put it in as good faith. And he goes, I'll try to get it pushed through. He goes, I won't make any promises, but I'll try to get it pushed through. And I told him, I said, listen, I'll be honest with you. I'm a fair guy. I said, I don't just claim everything on warranty. I said, there's been things I've broken and didn't claim under warranty. And he goes, yeah, I got you. I got you. I said, but I'm really thinking this axle broke a little too easy. And I
oh,
said, it's not, huh?
I said I'll agree with that. You look how my tire was bouncing on the front of mine coming out of that mud hole in Kentucky.
Yeah. That's what I told him. I said, I run the crap out of our Z Forces and have ran them way harder and never had an axle issue. I said, I really just think it's a faulty axle. It didn't even break the boot or nothing. And, he said it to have them do that and he'd try to get it done, which would help me out a lot if they do. If they don't, I'm not going to push the issue because I was kind of abusing it a little bit, but I
My
don't
guess,
feel like I was abusing it that bad.
I think the bearing had a weak cage and it snapped the cage on the bearing.
Oh, yeah, anything's possible. And I wasn't going to tear it apart to find out to see what it was until they took the picture. So,
I know when mine busted, even though it was clunking, hell, I still rode it for an hour.
mm-hmm.
I mean, it was clunking pretty bad, but
Yep.
rode it for an hour, and then I was like, all right, we better get this thing back before it totally comes apart and breaks
Right.
up.
Brian said doing the research, a lot of guys said had to add some oil to 500 miles. I just had a guy message me yesterday, said after 30 hours, he had to add almost a full quart, and he was using the CF motor oil. So, but I have to say, none of my machines use oil. I mean, yeah, oil, all engines consume some sort of oil, and oil evaporates naturally when it heats up. When it's hot, it evaporates
How long
naturally.
it takes to put those hours on it, too.
Right.
You got to
So,
run it a little bit to see them rings.
mm-hmm.
Mine's never burnt a drop.
Mine never has either. Even with evaporation, I've never lost that much oil.
And I only change mine. It doesn't matter how much I ride it. I change mine once a year. I change it every winter when it's sitting.
Yeah.
Max, sorry.
Yeah, I've never had to add oil to my machine either.
Well, I had to add oil when my center case was leaking. But that was only leaking that one night overnight. As soon as I noticed it, I sealed it up.
Yep.
I can't believe that's still holding too. All I did was tighten the bolts, cleaned it off, and smeared some silicone on it.
Right. Yep.
And when it does, it's like $2,200 to have the dealer fix it.
Mm-hmm.
I can put an electric motor in it cheaper than that.
Yeah.
Well, maybe. I don't know.
Unless you're buying good batteries.
Yeah, I'd want like the aluminum air batteries so that they don't weigh nothing.
I seen a guy that Tesla swapped a Razor.
Oh, yeah, but they didn't leave a four-wheel drive. They need to leave one four-wheel drive. I want to see somebody do that.
Yeah, it wouldn't be hard.
The only swap I've ever seen them leave four-wheel drive was that Razor that they did. That what was it?
Side by side blog?
No, it was Dirt Wheels magazine.
Oh.
Did a thing on it. It's been a while back. They put a Kawasaki 1000 in it. I don't know what they did, but they left it four-wheel drive.
It wouldn't be hard.
You could go back and find the video. It's like green and yellow and red one. It's cool as hell, and it's fast.
Right.
Well, in order to leave it four-wheel drive, you'd almost have to put I hate to say it, but a Polaris rear diff in it.
Right. Hold on real quick. I gotta.
Because the transmission and the rear diff for the Razor is all in one.
Right. Somebody left me a voicemail.
Or a chain drive if you're using a motorcycle engine. You could go with one of the old trail ball rear end.
You split with your job and doing your own thing, just give me a holler.
Okay, yeah. I'll call him back after the live.
Maybe they didn't want to be on the live.
No. He left me a voicemail.
Yeah, I know. Maybe they didn't want their voice on the live.
Did you hear it?
Maybe you just hurt their feelings.
Did
we
you
can
hear it? Huh?
We heard it perfectly fine.
No.
I'm glad
you did. I couldn't. Oh, I'm desperate for growing my YouTube channel. I'm thinking about an AMR 300.
An AMR 300.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little supercharger.
Yeah. I was looking at the 250? 200 or 250?
Yeah, the 250 would be what we want.
Because it says it only builds up to like 8 to 10 psi of boost.
Well, you could change the pulleys to, get whatever boost you desire.
Well, yeah, I know, but they say if you run a 1-to-1, it's 10 psi of boost.
Yeah, we need around 7 for ours.
Right, so you'd have to put a little bit smaller drive gear.
Yep.
Well, we've got the spot where we took the fan off.
Exactly.
So we'd have a perfect spot to put it. It's just plumbing it to the airbox and having the airbox sealed enough to hold 10 psi of boost or whatever.
Well,
you wouldn't plumb it through the air box.
Well, you got to have a filter somewhere.
You put the filter before the supercharger.
Right.
Well, I know that's what I'm talking about, but you'd have to plumb it up around to the front if you used the factory airbox. You'd have to plumb it up around to the front and then back, or then from there to the airbox.
Yep.
You'd have to change around the configuration of the airbox.
Man, I'll be honest with you. If I had more subscribers and made more revenue on YouTube, I'd have did it already.
It could be done fairly easy by building your own airbox, even if you put it in the factory location. It would
Right.
just have to be plumb different.
Right. Stop.
Wouldn't be a bolt-on kit by any means, unless you built a bunch of the air boxes.
Mm-hmm.
Because everybody's going to say, "Oh, well, that's going to take up part of my bed, or this,
Yeah.
and the newer machines, they don't have the bolted flange on the outside because they didn't have a fan.
Oh yeah, Brian, it was you talking. Yeah, it was you, buddy. Sorry, man. I talked to so many people. I can't remember everything. Hey, your mom's here with ice cream. I know.
Man, you know how many kids I've said that to? You said I couldn't cuss. You didn't say I couldn't make comments.
Yeah, no cussing. We can be ornery.
Hey, I haven't cussed once.
No, neither is me and Larry.
I can not cuss. I just usually choose not to not cuss.
Everybody I apply for jobs for keep asking me what kind of person I am. I said, let me save us both the time and I'll gain a view. Good look at my YouTube. So far, it hasn't worked.
Some of the stuff you see on YouTube, they're probably afraid to go look at it.
Hi, honey.
They may see something that they don't want to see.
Right? Damn, and it still came out full cone. Oh shit! Ice cream all over my laptop.
So, if it comes to a point where you're talking to somebody that you know you're not going to want to work for them, you send them to somebody's YouTube that you know they're not going to want to see.
Right?
That's just the type of person I am.
Stop.
What are they?
Right.
I don't know what they're barking at. I see nothing except for my own dog.
Ours is barking at ice cream.
Hey, where's my ice cream at?
Ask her.
I'm not supposed to lift 10 pounds, and I had to change out the washing machine. I want some ice cream. I better go check it. I started it and never even checked to make sure it all worked right.
Uh-oh.
I got it from a buddy of mine. He said, come get it. You can have it. Free? I'll take free.
Oh yeah, we love free.
You know, I know this is totally off topic, but when you do your laundry, most of it isn't done by the washing machine anyway. You're worried about how soft it comes out, how it smells, whether or not it has wrinkles. Get a good cheap washer.
Right?
Well, I don't have water all over the floor. The spin
That's right.
cycle.
That's like my uniforms. If I sent them into the uniform company, they came back feeling like a
Cardboard box.
cardboard box.
There's a reason for that. When you send in your uniforms, they wash them in extremely hot water, and they starch them when they're done, so that stains don't stick as easy.
Right.
They feel like that. They do it intentionally.
Mm-hmm.
I always washed my own uniforms because I couldn't stand that.
Yep.
That's why I never had my ASE badges or any of that stuff put on my uniforms either. I had
Right.
one on the jacket sleeve, and that was it. The rest of them, no. I wanted all scratchy on my arm, or go to wipe my face and scratch my face with it.
Yep. Brian says, saw you installed a secondary spring on that 4-wheeler the other day. Didn't think that shit really didn't do anything. Well, my honest opinion of the secondary spring, I don't like them. But the guy bought that kit and asked me to install it for him, and I did.
And I'll say, I tried a stiffer spring. I may not like that stiffer spring, but a stiffer spring really isn't an issue. But don't do a stiffer spring and a 40-degree helix.
Hey, he didn't do a helix.
I would do, if you could do a stiffer spring, I'd go to like a 50-degree helix. Because you're just wanting the belt squeeze not to slow down the shift that far.
Right.
So
just save yourself $100 and get the Articat spring.
Yeah, I got the Articat spring. That's what I'm probably going to end up using. But I'm trying to see about finding a 30-50 helix or a 40-60 helix if I use the Articat spring.
Right.
Just so that I have the belt squeeze, but I'm not slowing down my shift terribly. I mean, I will at low RPMs, but at high RPMs, I'll be able to still shift it out.
Right. I'm using 1.5 inch wheel spacers on my ATV, and power steering does not like it. Well,
if you're in diff lock, none of them like it.
Let me rephrase that. It don't like it in diff lock. All other riding is fine.
That's what I just said. None of them like it in diff lock.
Yeah.
It don't like the stock setup in diff lock.
No. But I'll tell you what, that four-wheeler is so freaking stable now.
I thought it was stable before.
It was. It's even stabler now.
Well, when I went back to having skinnies on the front, that extremely helped my diff lock issue.
Yeah.
As far as steering. So if you go with an oversized tire and everybody goes to where they're, all the same width all the way around and they go wider, you're going to kill your power steering with your diff lock.
I will say something else. Since I did those bigger, more meatier, beefier fighting tires, my turning radius went to a Z9 turning radius.
That's why even on my trail model, I only run, well, I've got to change them. I don't have it set up like that right now, but I only run 1.5 in the front and 2 inch in the rear for spacers.
Yep. So, them tires, they bite more in the rear because all the weight's back there, but they don't have enough bite in the front, and they push.
I told you they don't steer good. Did I not?
They don't steer good at low speeds, but in high speeds, they're fine.
I think they do.
Huh?
You lean that thing and you dig it in, they steer then.
Yep.
And it's more you have to get used to using a mud tire. Well, the more you get used to it, the more you'll be able to control it.
Oh, dude. I love it. I think it rides better in the high speed stuff than the other tires did because I love being able to slide it around real easy.
See, I can't even slide mine around. It just grabs and goes.
Yeah, not this.
The back.
It's like the faster you go, the lighter it gets. It's weird.
And it seems like the harder I push it, the more I still can't do it. Like I said, I tried to destroy Ed with some mud when we were in Ohio, and I couldn't even do it. I was in low and 2-wheel drive and hammered it, and it didn't throw nothing at him. And they just cleaned out.
Right.
I was mad.
Over here on live, baby? Why? They want to know where their freaking ice cream is.
Yeah.
I'm not made of money either.
What would you do for a Klondike bar?
Right now, I'd probably do a lot. My dog wants some ice cream.
You guys want a treat?
Yep. She's mad. She's hot. You steaming over there, baby. Don't worry, Dad'll okay, Velma, we gotta say something for will you give her this? Not all of it. Scrappy has to get some.
You don't
But
have
I like to give Scrappy the cone. Let the girls have the ice cream, let him have the cone with the ice cream that's down in it. Thank
the
you.
best part. Why are you giving away the best part?
Huh?
Why are you giving away the best part?
What, the cone?
Yeah.
The cone hurts my teeth.
Jerk, what?
I very seldom eat the cone.
Oh,
Ugh. I can't believe there's 7 people that want to see us right now. They're crazy.
I can't read the comments because I'm on my phone, not on the computer.
There isn't any. I'm trying to find my vape. Hey, oh crap, babe, would you hand me my vape over there?
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Pick up this thing right here, though.
What
What,
thing?
Velma?
What
This.
thing? Oh,
Yeah, quit cussing. Vape. Ugh,
I didn't cuss.
those
The
things are for you.
vape?
Vape is a cuss word.
Yeah.
I've told all my kids I'd rather see you smoke than vape. I'd rather see you smoke weed than drink. And if you ever need anything, call me.
Right. Brian says he just got 29 by 914 rims.
Rims.
Yeah.
That's a wide rim.
I think he meant tires.
Hooked on phonics, buddy.
I mean, it depends. It depends, Brian. You can put spacers. I'm running 2-inch spacers on my Z forces, and I'm running 1.5 inch on my ATV, and they're fine. I don't have any problems with it on my Z force.
And also, if he's running a different offset wheel, if he's running a true 5+2 offset wheel, he could easily run a 1.5-inch spacer.
That's what I'm running, a 1.5 with the
He
5
could do
plus. Huh?
He could do a 1-inch spacer with a 5+2 offset.
Right, and I'm running a 1.5 with a 5+2.
Right.
And on the side by sides, I'm running a 1-inch spacer with a 5+2.
Well, mine's a 50-inch, so I'm running 1.5 and 2.
Yeah.
Just square it up because it's not square.
Right. Sadie, get over here, baby. Sadie. She ain't listening. Sadie, get over here. Leave him alone with his ice cream. You being bad?
Who else is on here? Is it just me and you? Did Larry take off?
Just me and you. Larry took off. He had to go make sounds for Pornhub.
Oh, okay. When we were talking to him the other morning while we were talking to Katie, I was getting a little excited. All I heard was a female voice and porn sounds in the background because of Larry.
Here's my email, buddy. Oh, if you're using the stock rim, go with 2-inch spacers.
Yeah. Or either 1.5 or 2-inch.
Or a 2-inch in the rear and an 1.5 in the front.
Tell him to measure the center line though to make sure there's it's square.
What machine? I think he said, if I remember the conversation right, he said he has a U force. Those are pretty squared up.
What I would do is is he using the stock wheels?
Yeah.
Well, tell him to measure his the center line of the tires, front and rear, and see if they're off. Because even with new tires, they're still going to be off.
Right.
Because the center line's a center line.
Right.
He'll be able to tell if it's squared up. With it being squared up, helps it steer a lot better too.
Right.
Because the rear end's narrower, and it's trying to push your front tires.
Right.
I had that problem when I was running those 370s. I hated those tires. God, I hated them.
Yep.
That was the worst tire I ever ran. Now, if I'd have been on a 64 or 70-inch machine, that would have been different. But on a trail machine or a quad or, God, I'm going to say probably even the EX model, I wouldn't run XTR 370s on anything ever again. They had decent
Right.
track. I mean, I'm not going to say they weren't a bad tire. They didn't handle on a small machine. They're built for a big machine.
Yep.
They were too wide, floated, they spun. Just didn't like them overall. Personal opinion, but like I said, if I was running a XP 1000, they probably have been fine.
Yeah.
Even the new Z950.
Right.
I think somebody just put a set on.
Yeah.
I wonder. I want to get some feedback on that on the bigger machines.
Yep.
I know a lot of the Razor and Can-Am guys like them, except for sidewall issues on the rocks. But I thought the sidewalls were pretty dang stiff in them. And if you're turning up sidewalls that bad, you're hitting rocks harder than you should be hitting them anyways.
Yeah, exactly.
Or you don't pick a good line, or you just don't have a good line, or something.
Right. Any idea what pound the winch is on the 600? I think it's a 3,000.
Yeah, same as what's on the EXs, I think.
Yep. Yep. I think
They look the same.
my winch don't work.
Whose? Yours?
Mine. Yep.
Why not?
I don't know. It's never worked. That just wasn't something that I wanted to take and let it sit in the dealer for.
Well, I mean, if you have to take it and let it set for the axle, you might as well tell them that the winch don't work.
No, I have the machine.
It could be something simple.
That's probably a fuse. I have the machine. It's down there on my trailer.
No, I thought you left it there.
No, I told him he wasn't keeping it. And he had the
axle to get here. I'll bring it back in.
I'm trying to get the axle so I can do it.
No, so you can make a bid.
Yep.
My rear axle design is so stupid. We should have made a video of it just to show everybody how stupid it is.
Right.
It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Yep.
You would think it would be strong. You definitely aren't going to snap the splines off on the end of the shaft, but if you break the cup, you're pretty well stuck.
Mm-hmm. I don't think my cups broke. I think one of the bearings came loose on the inside.
Yeah, I think your bearing, the bearing cage on the inside came loose.
Yeah.
Snapped. Mine's stuck. It's shoved in far enough that my bearing cage is stuck on the bearing holder.
Right.
All the bearings fell out.
Yep.
And that's what broke the bearing. Pushing the bearings out is what broke the cup.
Yep. You coming to join us on live, baby? Come in. They don't care. They're probably all eating steak, and we're not getting to see it.
If it wouldn't have broke the cup, I could have kept riding in 3-wheel drive.
Right.
I could have just taken the shaft apart and left the cup shoved in there, take the other end apart, and tighten the bearing down and keep going.
Yep.
But I had to break the one that stops you from riding.
Right. You're so cute. What? You're so cute. You had ice cream. You had your vanilla ice cream.
So I got my belt. See? Wrong belt.
Stock belt or what?
No.
Ultimax?
Nope. Daco XTX.
Let me know how it holds up in the 800. It's holding up good in wife's 500.
Well, I'll tell you what. Well, I got the belt for the 500. They sent the wrong belt. I got the right one coming. Because only one number off. It's a 2262, and I needed a 2261.
Right.
So either I punched it in wrong, or they sent me the wrong belt. I don't know. I haven't even looked yet. I just clicked refund for wrong part.
Yeah.
I got to print off the thing and drop it off at UPS, but I went ahead and ordered the right one. It should be on its way. I'll tell you what, it is probably twice as flexible as the factory belt. If my belt is the same construction as the one that I got,
It'll be the same.
if it's the same construction as the one that I got, I'll tell you what, it is a lot more flexible. For the machining that I do, it's going to go down in that groove a lot better. It's not going to rip like the Ultimax did. The clogs on the top of it are probably twice the size and twice as separated. So It's going to be a lot more air around inside the belt box.
Mm-hmm.
So just looking at the belt as far as physically and, touching it, feeling it, seeing it, looks like a way better designed belt.
Right.
Then, well, the two that I've actually had my hands on that I've seen are three. The Gates carbon, which according to Gates isn't designed for side-by-sides. They recommend the red line.
Yep.
And I didn't really like that one. The Ultimax, I've ripped two of them, so I'm done with those. Those aren't going back in. And the stock one still is fine.
I put one of those badass belts on my machine. Seems to grip better than the stock belt.
Well, it grips better, but it's not designed for the heavier weight and more needed torque. That's the only reason why they don't recommend them.
We got one for Ronnie's.
Heavy.
We got one for Ronnie's. When we get it in, we'll see.
I mean, like, in there for a while, if you're not abusing it. I'm not going to say that, but if you're out abusing it, which I obviously abuse the hell out of mine,
right?
I want something in there that I know is going to hold up.
Yeah. You coming to join us now, baby? Yeah. Why don't you turn our lights on? It's getting dark up here.
It's not that dark.
It is dark.
I gotta figure out what I'm gonna cook my wife for dinner.
Tube steak?
Smeared in boxers?
That's right.
Box of briefs.
Smeared in fruit of the loom.
What are you doing, Scrappy? Go lay down.
Oh, I can't make that because I'm out of oil.
Morning, Scooter. It's morning for him.
For who?
Scooter.
Why is that? Other side of the country?
Yeah, I think so.
Or other side of the world, I mean.
Me, I use Ultimax, but Ron here, he's gonna try the Gates or the
Daco XTX.
Daco. Yeah.
That's what I have, isn't it?
Yeah, you have the Daco, and it's been a great belt.
Well, like I said, I'm trying it because it claims to have more flexibility, and since I was running the shim in my primary, but now I'm running machined primaries. It was flexing the belt too much, and it was ripping the outer clogs.
We do need beers. I got beer over there in that cooler, but they're not mine.
Then somebody shouldn't have left their beer unattended. It's yours now.
That's true. He said it's 8 a.m. in East Coast Australia.
Wow.
Good morning to you, sir.
Hey,
It's-
is it true that when you flush the toilet, the water spins the opposite direction?
Oh, yeah. Is that true?
I'm curious.
Me too, dude.
Never spoke to anybody from Australia, so this is my chance.
But how does he know what the opposite direction is? If it's opposite from ours, it's normal to them.
I'm okay. Well, does it
Nope.
the direction of mine? I'm gonna go flush my toilet because I don't even know which direction it turns. Okay, ours spins clockwise.
Clockwise. Yes, our sink drops clockwise.
I didn't even hear him for.
So it's clockwise for them too?
I see. I was told down under it spins the other direction.
That's what I've been told.
That's funny.
Counterclockwise.
Maybe he's got to be on the other side. Hell, I don't
Down under, he says.
know.
He said yes.
Yes, what?
It spins clockwise.
Oh. Dang it.
Same as us.
I just wanted to be different for once.
Right? Maybe it's the way the crappers are made.
I don't know. Now you go over to like France and Italy and stuff like that. Almost every one of their bathrooms has a butt sprayer in there.
Yeah.
A butt sprayer. That's a bidet.
A
isn't it?
bidet.
Called.
They
Yeah,
got
I just like butt sprayer.
They got a bidet.
That has to filter on your butt. A butt sprayer.
Well,
Sprayer sound. Sorry.
there was so there's a guy I follow on TikTok. You guys in here, you're not gonna leave for this. So and he lives on like the homestead type deal, and he does TikTok videos with it. He has an outhouse, and he hooked up a bidet in his outhouse. And you know what he used to hook it up with? You know them sprayers you put chemicals in to spray your lawn with, and you pump them up?
Yeah.
He puts water in that and pumps it up, and then he hits the button and it sprays his butthole.
Oh.
My neighbor just put one of those into his house. Yeah, not me.
No.
That reminds me of the conversation about Larry making Pornhub noises earlier.
Right?
Don't want nothing spraying on my butt.
I have the funniest video Doko I made when I was in Japan with one of those butt sprayers. That's hilarious. We need a butt sprayer, babe. It'd save money on toilet paper.
No, stay in there. Do what you're doing.
Now, any other time you don't want to be out here, you want to be in there on the internet.
I don't know what's up with your service, but you sound like a robot to me.
Who, me?
Yeah,
Well, I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, I'm out here camping.
I can understand what you're saying, but you still sound like a robot.
That doesn't surprise me any.
It like comes and goes. It's weird.
I don't know.
Don't you come that's right.
Or
Yeah.
it's a crappy internet service. Hell, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. It's probably because we're out here in the sticks.
How was your milkshake? Good.
Was it good?
Yes.
You want to chew?
No.
I wasn't talking to you.
Did he write you back down there?
As many waffle fries as I eat, I should just buy one of those potato cutters that makes waffle fries.
He's Scooter says, Ronnie, turn off your sweetest midget porn download. Steve sounds clear to me.
Hello.
Hold on, I'm gonna come back in and see what happens.
Okay. He's crazy. Oh, now it zooms all the way in on me.
Why did it do that?
Because he left.
He left.
He left. Now they get a clear picture of me sitting here being lazy about to put a chew in. There he is.
I can hear you. You're fine now.
Oh, we're good now?
Yeah, it might have just been a bad connection or something.
You had to pause your porn?
Yeah.
Let's go get it.
I figured.
If this is porn,
It is. It definitely is. It's kitchen porn.
waffle fries.
Mhm.
We can stay
So-
up late, swap manly stories, and in the morning, I'm making waffles.
Right. So I asked the wife what she wanted for dinner and asked her if she wanted me to make those hamburgers because I bought burger from the store the other day. She forgot the burger. So I said, you want me to cook the pork chops? She says, they're still frozen.
Pork
I
chops are disgusting. How can anybody eat those things?
Pork chops?
I hate pork chops.
They're good when I cook them.
I like pork shoulder steaks. I hate pork chops. I don't like it's tough and dry.
No, not our pork chops.
I got
No.
dentures, so I don't like pork chops.
I can make them things so they fall apart like a steak. Don't I? I told the kids to go up there and find us a stick to gnaw on.
Find you a stick to gnaw on. What?
Yeah, we're gonna eat sticks out of the woods.
Cool.
Or poor.
Make sure it's not from a poison sumac tree. That cat is waiting in the hell down there. Quit barking at it. Leave it alone. Our neighborhood is infested with stray cats.
Oh, that's
Mm-hmm.
I had to block off a hole that was in my metal shed out here because they were getting into my shed and living in there.
Yep.
There's one of them that looks like Church from Pet Cemetery. Just like him. That cat's freaking awesome.
Scooter says go shoot a rabbit. Yeah,
Good.
rabbits too.
I just bought 410 shells yesterday. I finally found them.
Hmm.
I've been searching for 410 shells for like 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting ready to go buy 1,000 rounds of 9mm, I think.
Jesus.
There's a gun shop here in town that sells them in bulk. They have to keep them in stock in bulk. So I can buy a green can of 1,000 rounds.
Yeah.
I'm already a little over 1,000 rounds, probably 1,500 rounds. But you can never not have too many.
My buddy was going to Walmart getting them on sale and then like doubling his money on Facebook.
Not 9mm. Walmart don't sell
No.
ammo.
Shotgun shell.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, the only thing that we're getting in were 12 gauge and 20 gauge.
Mm-hmm.
And occasionally 28 gauge.
Mm-hmm.
How many people do you see use a 28 gauge?
Right.
I mean, if you're going to use a 28 gauge, you might as well just use a 410.
Right.
I do need to find some.
Yeah, scooter. Yeah, I agree. Huh?
If anybody's got the hookup on some 410 slugs, I need a couple boxes of those.
Yeah.
I've got my bird shot. I need some slugs. Yeah. Hey, take the doggies hunting. Take the doggies hunting.
I feel like it's bedtime.
This fire feels good.
I've been
Yeah,
tired today.
cook it again. I went out to my old work yesterday, and they were sending people home today with COVID.
Uh,
Nice, thanks, appreciate it. Good presents.
yeah.
Shows you how much they like me.
Right. Yep.
This will be like the 5th time I've had it. Stupid.
Brian Oswald says 410 slugs are illegal in the shitty state of New Jersey. I
Well,
don't think Australia Post
so
UPS will allow me to send Ronnie some ammo through the mail. No.
I doubt it. Put it in a jewelry box.
Yeah.
Have you seen those? I think it was 12 gauge. They're slugs, but when they come out, they when they hit, they flower.
Yeah.
Have you seen them?
I have.
I wish they made those for a 410. That'd be awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The only reason I have a hard time finding shells for mine is because it'll only shoot 3-inch shells. It won't shoot 2.5 like the new 410s will. Mine's
Right.
one of the original ones from back when they quit making them.
Yep.
So it'll only accept a 3-inch shell.
Don't drink the wrong one.
I won't. Trust me, I won't.
Ow, that's hot. Hey, just for the record, the racks in the oven are hot.
Yeah, they get hot.
Yeah, don't touch them.
Yep. They get it. They get as hot as you set it to.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Maybe even a little hotter.
probably a little hotter. Hey, get your music out of here. You demonetized me.
We can't hear it.
You couldn't hear that? That was loud.
Couldn't hear it.
Daniel Defense makes them.
For a 410?
That's what he's saying.
Because the only ones I seen them for was the 12 gauge when I looked them up. Because I looked them up when I seen the ad. As soon as I get my suppressor, I got to go buy me some subsonic 22 long rifles. Walmart's got plenty of those though.
Yeah.
Don't do that. You look
I'm gonna pay this $200 tax and do it legally too. I guess I don't know.
They got a $200 tax?
Yeah, you have to go down and fill out an application. And well, there's a gun shop in Kansas City that actually carries suppressors like in stock. But I got to drive down there, fill out an application, pay a $200 tax, and then wait 90 days to a year for them to approve it, and then I can go in and buy the suppressor.
Huh. They want to make sure whoever you're going to kill, you're going to not do it by the time you get it.
I'm going to have to get paid to do it in order to buy the suppressor. I mean, Jesus. No, I've got a GSG Firefly that I'm totally decking out. I'm going to do the night sights. It's already got the laser and the flashlight, and it's already set up for a suppressor. I just don't have a suppressor for it yet. I bought it for my stepson. He needed money, and instead of just loaning him money, I got him to sell me that pistol for $200.
Right. Yep.
I kind of cheated him, but you know what? He needed money. Like some,
Right. We make a backyard suppressor out of Toyota oil filters. Yeah, there was a guy on YouTube that was doing them out of diesel filters and got busted.
I want a regular one.
Or no, he wasn't doing it. I'm sorry. He wasn't doing it. He ordered a bunch of oil filters for his diesels, and the feds showed up to his house.
They thought he was doing it.
He might have.
No, I want to get a regular sized, right one that I can slip in my pocket and nobody see it. I don't carry that gun anyway. I carry my Taurus G3 or my Stoger STR9. Those are the two I carry. That one's just for fun. It's fun at the target range. Works real good. The 22 shells are cheap.
Yep.
I mean, dirtiest gun you can buy, having to clean it all the time, but
Yeah. Side by side outcast.
probably do. And a filter.
Right.
Better make it out of a filter so it does both things at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
My wife said I need a suppressor for my mouth.
Me too. Yeah.
6:07. My wife will be getting off work here in a little bit. I'm sure she'll find something. Well, no, she's not going to yell at me today because I've already got dinner in the works and I got her washer fixed. So if she yells at me for anything today, I'm kicking her.
Yeah. Yep.
If I hear, why didn't you do this once today? Yeah. Find something not real hard to throw at her.
Dude, you're gonna find something not real hard to throw at her, and she's gonna find the hardest object in the house to throw back.
Okay, I'll probably.
What happened with the C4 600 axle? Oh yeah, I covered that earlier, but that was before you popped in. So let me sit up here. We'll chat.
The exact thing that I told him happened. Don't floor it out of a mud hole.
Am I for hire? Yes. So, Scooter. Everybody wanted me to take it in, see if CF Moto would cover it under the warranty. With the big tires. So I did. CF Moto said no because of the oversized tires and rims. So I called CF Moto. They said, yeah, they denied it. And I told him who I was and told him this situation and told him I had other CF Motos, of course, and we've never had an axle issue. And I don't really beat on my stuff. Yeah, I've been pretty hard on that ATV, but I don't think I was that hard on it. And so he told me to have that they would like to help me, and he told me to have the dealer ask them to do it under goodwill, and that guy was going to help try and get it pushed through. So we'll see. Oh, he's asking if the cook is for hire. So yeah, Ron will cook for you.
Depends on what I'm cooked.
He wants T-bone steaks for $5.99.
Yeah, me too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Scooter. I thought
Fine.
so. I mean, he said he couldn't guarantee it, but they were gonna try because they really wanted to help me and get me back in the trail. So, I wasn't even gonna ask, but everybody kept asking me to, and plus it would kind of help right now, me not having the extra money. So we'll see. I've been contacting other jobs too to, you know, I'm kind of being real picky about my jobs right now because I'm not just going to settle for the gas station attendant or the Walmart door greeter. But then again, the Walmart door greeter thing sounds kind of nice. Yeah, I really haven't seen many axles break on the CF Motos either. They use pretty beefy axles. I
Yeah,
mean, let's face it.
I'll guarantee mine was my fault.
Oh yeah, I'm sure mine was partially my fault, but then again,
I don't
I
know.
don't. Huh?
I don't think so.
I don't. I really don't either, deep down. But I honestly think it would have broke.
What do you have? A
Re-
25 to a 27?
I put 27s on it.
It was 25s to start with, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, going from a 25 to a 27 in the mud hole that you went into, that axle should have held.
No, because that mud hole was all just.
Yeah, it was just slimy.
Yeah, it was just thick water.
It wasn't like you were peanut buttered. It wasn't like you were going. Your wheel speed wasn't stupid fast when it caught the dry. I mean,
Right.
it should have held.
Right.
I think you had a weak axle.
Yeah. Yeah. See, Scooter, I was kind of thinking of contacting a few local dealers to see if they needed somebody for parts or whatever, because parts guys make about what I was making turning wrenches. That would be like a vacation for me.
I would have lost $20,000 a year if I would have stopped turning wrenches and went to being a service manager.
Yeah. Well, you were paid by the job too, weren't you?
Sorta. The way Bridgestone paid was weird.
Yeah, they're like them big corporate guys. They pay goofy.
Now, I paid hourly plus commission. So basically, my hourly was 11.66 an hour. So I got that no matter what. Even if I didn't touch a car, I got 11.66 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
I had to double my hourly in order to start making commission.
Right.
Now, and that's for parts and labor, not including tires or batteries.
Right.
So anything else, anything over what, let's say $1,500 in a week, I made 14. I kept 14.2% of everything I made.
Right.
I did, which averaged out, even including my vacations and all that stuff, averaged out I was making $30 an hour.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I made good money.
Mm-hmm.
Not, and I could have made twice that if I would have stayed in Kansas City. I made more money at $10 an hour and 10% commission in Kansas City when I first started for the company than what I made up here at 11.66 an hour and 14.2% commission.
Right.
But we moved up here and I got tired of driving back and forth. So
Yep.
my buddy cleared let's say last year he cleared over 100,000 before September.
Mm-hmm. See, I was making $20 an hour, but not only was I the service writer, the parts guy, the guy that dealt with all the customers, the mechanic guy. They should have been paying me like 30.
Well, I mean, I did that too, but that was just because I didn't trust the idiots I worked with to make sure I got the right parts
Mm-hmm.
and make sure the customer knew they were getting the right parts. So I talked to my own customers. I showed my own customers their problems. Half the time I ordered the parts and then I also fixed it. So,
Yep.
but I didn't have to do that. I just did.
Right.
Nobody wants somebody that doesn't know what they're talking about to be the one to bring them back and show them what's wrong with their stuff.
Right.
They want to hear it from the person working on it.
Yep.
I mean, I would rather hear it out of the mechanic's mouth than out of a guy that sits at a desk and orders parts and
Yep.
writes.
Yep.
And what am I doing in that time anyway? I'm just sitting there waiting for them to show them. No, I'll just do it myself.
Yeah. See, and another thing I hated working at the car lot is work on nothing but junk. Junk they bring back from the auctions. And then when, they bring back these rust buckets that are wrecked and they want you to rebuild the car and it takes you a week to do it. Then they're like, why does it take you so long, bro? Well, I don't know. When the liquid wrench has to come out, that's like easy 2 hours.
Yep. My liquid wrench was usually the torch.
That's mine. Yep.
Living on the Rust Belt sucks.
Yep.
And that stuff that they put on the street now, like that beet juice or whatever the hell it is,
Mm-hmm.
that stuff's stupid for one. And they say, oh, we don't use salt. We use this other, some chloride stuff. I don't know what it is. Yeah, right. I know. I have so many friends that work for the city and the county. It's salt.
It's salt. Yeah, and I don't know. I guess I'd rather work in a regular shop on customer cars because let's face it, customer cars are way different than car lot junk that they got at an auction for a few $100.
Well, it depends. We had a couple accounts with car lots that we worked on their cars for them.
Mm-hmm.
We had, corporate accounts that we did for like Avis Rental Car. We did Enterprise Rental Car. I mean, we did a little bit of everything, and then we had our normal customers. But one thing I did learn a long time ago, women know more about their cars than men do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So to those idiots that actually try to scam women,
yeah,
they better take note because women know more than men do.
Yep.
When I was 17, I worked at Quick Lube, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was like my foot in the door when I first started working. I worked at a Quick Lube. I was the pit guy. And my friend Clint was the service manager. This guy brought his son in and was telling him that this is where he comes to get his oil changed. And Clint, being a smart ass, was standing right by the window and he said, "You got a strong back, do it yourself." I got so mad. And then another day, this lady came in. She worked for an oil company. And every time we changed her oil, like she came in like once a month to get her oil changed because she drove back and forth to Kansas City.
Right.
And she wanted a sample of her oil because that she worked for a company that actually analyzed the used oil to see how much it had broke down and all this other stuff. So she wanted a sample. And one day we forgot to get her sample. And she said, "Well, how did my oil look?" And he said, "It was dark and oily." And she hollered back out the window. She said, "I know that, you smart ass."
Yep.
We had good times working there. That was a fun job. That was a really fun job. Because there was days we only did like 5 cars.
Right. Yep.
We sat in the break room and played P&A all day.
Right.
If you know what P&A is,
No.
it's a drinking game called Presidents and A-Holes.
Oh. Yeah, I've been kind of looking for a job, but I don't know.
If you come across one you really want, you'll take it. But
Yep.
until yeah,
Until I run out of money, there I ain't taking shit.
dude, I'll tell you what. With the even after being injured, with the certifications that I have and the years experience in shops, I wouldn't take a mechanic's position anywhere for less than $40 an hour hourly.
Yep.
If I were to walk into somewhere to get a job, I wouldn't take it for any less than that. And if you're going to give me a service manager's job, you're paying me $100,000 a year. I ain't taking it.
Yep. See, the last interview I had the other day, I talked to the guy for like an hour, showed me around the whole shop. They were putting in brand new machines. They got new tire machine. It's one of them one-touch things that does it itself. And he's like, "What do you need on the hour?" And he was wanting me to order the parts and sell the jobs and all that. I said, "Bro, I need no less than $20 an hour, and I'm not turning no wrenches." He said, "Okay," and we talked, and then he's like, "I'll be in touch." Well, they ain't called me, and they open up on Monday for business.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I told Laura, I said, he better not think he's calling me on Sunday expecting me to be there Monday, because he bumming. I need like a week's notice, pal.
When I switched from working at Goodyear to working at Bridgestone, it took, oh my God, it took them a month to get all my stuff put through for my background check, my physical, all that stuff.
Yep.
So I had to go a month without a job. And at that time, dude, I was paying child support and stuff. I
Yeah.
missed a month's child support and then had to wait for my next check to pay my child support out of that one. Hell, I was already in default. I was already in a misdemeanor. I
Yep.
was like, this is stupid.
Yep. Scooter, he nailed it. They probably did. They want these companies. They want to be cheap, and then they wonder why they go through employees, because they don't want to pay their employees what they're actually worth. And that's probably right. And the guy's like, "What do you have to have on the hour?" I'm like, $20 an hour, no less. And that job is well worth $20 an hour. That job is probably worth 25 an hour. Selling and stuff. I think how they want to work is like on commission. No, I don't work that way, because when come a day that we're dead, not doing nothing, peace out. I'm out. I'm going riding. If a customer comes in, don't call me. I'll be here tomorrow. I ain't doing that commission crap.
Tell you what, as a mechanic, if you had a day that you weren't doing nothing, then that means you had about 10 days that you weren't doing your job.
Exactly.
I never had slow time. I never had anything. Oh, when I worked at the Kansas City store, for some reason, every day, you could come in and open in the morning and you were slammed until about 2 o'clock.
Yep.
From 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock, you didn't have nothing. You were sitting there twiddling your thumbs. And then from 4 or 5 o'clock until the closing time or past,
we have
time to take a breath.
slow months here, and that it's everywhere. We have slow months.
Other stores did. I never did. I always had consistent work.
He says a mechanic that can't get $20 an hour is crazy. Good mechanics are hard to find in today's economy. You ain't kidding, man. And these shops, they want to pay you $15 an hour, plus you got to buy your tools and all that. By the time you get done paying the tool truck his share of your paycheck, you're bringing home like $10 an hour.
I've already got all my tools, so I ain't got to worry about it.
Yep.
Of course, I'm disabled, so I don't have to worry. I don't even have to worry about my tools. They just sit down. Some of them are getting rusty.
Yep.
I tried selling them, but nobody even wants to pay for tools. Oh, I'll just go to Harbor Freight and get tools. You can go ahead and go to Harbor Freight and get tools. Go to Harbor Freight and get your toolbox. That shit ain't gonna last you.
Yep. So
Sorry.
he asked if I'm ASC certified. No, I'm not, because to me, the only thing ASC means is you can read a book.
No, because I have never read an ASE book in my entire life.
No, but I'm saying anybody that can read a book can pass the ASC test without touching a car.
Like I say, yeah, I've never read an ASE book in my entire life, and I went and I passed every single one of them.
Yep. I am certified in AC though.
I'm ASE certified in AC. I'm IMACA certified in AC. I have another AC one. I don't remember what it is though. I'm A1 through A8 certified. So I'm master certified. I'm master recertified because I had to recertify in them, and I'm L1 certified for advanced level.
Right.
Plus, I've been all the way through the 301 workshop out at Lincoln College in Denver to do scoping and reading binary code.
Yep.
I may act like a moron, but I'm actually smart.
Yeah, see, I never went and did the ASC certifications because you don't have to be ASC certified around here to get a job. And to be honest with you, a lot of the ASC certified technicians around here can't do half of what I can do.
Yeah, most of them are stupid. But
because they go and they read the book and they pass the test.
I was a mechanic for years before I even went and took the tests.
Right.
And I just went and took the tests off of what I already knew. I didn't study for them. I just went and took them.
Yep.
And I knew guys that had, just they'd go get like the brakes, brakes and suspension, Okay. Yep. But you have to ask me if the tie rod needs to be replaced. No, I'm not answering you. If you have that question, I'm taking the ticket.
Yep.
If you can't do your own ticket, or you have to ask me how to do it, or I have to come help you, I'm getting paid for it.
Exactly.
It's that simple. Especially if you have your ASE certification. Yep. Some of the new, I'd go help them because they're wanting to learn. But if you're already ASE certified and you're getting paid almost as much as I am, and I have to come over and do your ticket, I'm getting paid for that ticket.
Yep.
I don't care if you sold it or not.
Yep. Exactly. I worked in one place where we got paid by a job that we sold and did and whatnot. But if I sold a job, but another mechanic had to do it, I got half his pay.
See, we didn't do that. If we tried to schedule everything to where the person that sold it.
We did too, but sometimes it don't work out that way.
Exactly. And if it didn't work out that way, it didn't work out that way. There was a lot of jobs that they got to do, and then there was a lot of jobs that they sold that I had to do just because we couldn't set it up that way. But we tried to equal it out. I wasn't one of those guys that was totally money hungry and wanted every penny that came through the door. We tried to make sure that all the technicians got pay.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's how you keep technicians.
Yep.
As long as I did $5,000 a week, I made enough to pay my bills. Yep. And if I'm already at 5,000 and, say Jerry was at $2,500, I would just start handing Jerry tickets.
Right.
because I had enough to pay my bills. So that's what I needed.
Yep.
But if we were both at 5,000, oh yeah, them tickets, hand that to me.
Yep.
If I was busy, hand it to him. But if I'm not busy, hand it to me.
Yep.
If I only got 5 minutes left of the job I'm doing, they can wait 5 minutes. Hand it to me.
That's right.
Get one of the GS, pull it in for me. I'll be on it in a minute.
Yep.
That was the fun part of being the lead tech.
Yep.
Because not only was I the lead tech at my store, I was one of the top techs for all of Bridgestone.
Yep. See, I'd
And-
probably be a plumber for $18.50 an hour. That's not a bad job. Well, it's
I want to be
shitty.
able to lay pipe for a living.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
dude, I got a buddy of mine makes like $45 an hour up here.
Yeah.
He's a plumber. Hey, get back. Help you?
My peddler's in the car, but I do not have it.
Okay. Well, if it makes you feel any better, I put the new washer in so you can go do some laundry.
Yep. Knee deep in shit all day. I'd want $18 an hour. Yeah.
Yeah, I want more than that. They start out plumber apprentices for more money than that.
Right.
I don't know what you want to do with those. What did you say is in the car?
My peddler is in the back.
You're a peddler.
Mhm.
You're a peddler. I need to get one of those signs that says no peddling.
Well, guys, my laptop's going to die on us. So I guess I should shut her down.
I'm going to eat me some dinner and teach her how to work the new washing machine.
I thought she was the washing machine.
No. Dude,
I have a dishwasher that works pretty good.
I don't work. So
I love you, honey. I'm just kidding.
since I don't work and I'm on disability, I try to take care of most of the stuff around at the house.
That's fair. That's fair.
I mean, if I didn't, would she still do it? Yeah, but I try to help.
Right. I'm not allowed to wash clothes, my wife says. Why am I not allowed to wash clothes?
Throw it all.
Because you'll mess.
Yeah, he throws it all in together.
I get it all done in one load. She don't like that.
You got to separate the whites, the colors.
What?
You got to bleach the whites.
Yeah, but all my clothes are all dark.
Yeah, but that's your clothes.
Those clothes.
Only wash yours and nobody else's, but then you'll be selfish. Well, that's like, my work clothes. And, I mow a couple yards just for something to do. And my clothes need to be washed in hot water. So she don't wash my clothes with hers anyways.
Right.
Because she washes all hers in cold and dries them on delicate. And whatever.
No. Woman's clothing are delicate.
Yeah, well, so are my underwear.
Yeah. Underwear is definitely delicate.
Delicate.
All right, guys. I'm going to shut it down before it makes us.
All right.
So,
All right. Y'all later.
all right. We'll see you. Have fun, guys. Thanks for stopping in.